Good morning. This is Bo coming to you from Bo's Greenhouse. What you've seen is a picture of our shop apartment and the barrel garden and my greenhouse from a distance. So let me show you the update of where my barrel garden is right now. As you can see, the grass needs cutting. We've had a lot of rain over the past, since Tuesday, and today is Saturday, and everything is desperate for grass cutting. Here is, you can see I've been hauling stuff out of the greenhouse to clean it out, and got lots of plants lined up. Still got more plants in there to go, but they're tolerating the heat very well because they're designed to. Coming up on this part is, you can see all the strawberries coming along just nicely. I want all these to fill up. Eventually, I'd like it to go ahead and continue to fill up all the way down. Here we have some things, the water here from the rain coming off to here hadn't been very kind to this over the last couple of days, but they're doing okay, and they'll be fine given some more time. Now this, I don't remember, whatever it is has not come up. That's a concern. It's probably crookneck squash, and it hasn't. Over here is zucchini. All that is zucchini, and it came up quicker. I planted it all at the same time, so I'll probably keep my eye on that and either plant some more crookneck squash. We got plenty of time. And then here we have some tomatoes going down these barrels. I don't have cages for those yet, and I have to decide of what I'd like to do. I can make more cages. I've got the material, the fencing to do it with. However, I'm thinking of looking up on the internet and seeing what other kind of ideas for using for trestles for tomato plants. Now coming back to the main barrel garden, and of course, as I plant, it takes time to plant and go through every one of these barrels, so they get planted at various times. But you can see up here on this one, this barrel, the main plant is a tomato plant. And then down at the bottom of it, you see the basil on the right. And on the left, that's acorn squash. I planted some seeds so that it can come up and use that cage as well as the tomato plants. And the basil, not only will I use it for the kitchen, but it'll also keep the five-spotted hawk moth away from my tomato plants. That's what lays the eggs that makes the tomato hornworms that will devastate your crops. So here's another acorn squash coming up. It's not going to compete too bad with the tomatoes. I've tried this last year and had very good success. Here's a barrel of just wild violets. I just thought it was pretty. Who cares? It's really pretty, so I left it alone. Here's the onions I've showed you. These are growing very nice. Of course, another couple of months, you can see these will start really fleshing out. Here we have mammoth jalapenos, and you can start seeing that they're on the beginning stages of growth there. I want to show you, this is a volunteer tomato plant that you right here. I'm going to leave that alone and see what happens when it grows. Here's some of the earliest tomatoes that I planted. And you can see where an earlier video where I had taken seeds from a dried up basil plant from last season and just crumbled it up on top of the dirt. And you'd be surprised how well that did. See over here, even more. Down here in this one here, it works really good. Here, these are various kinds of bell peppers. One barrel died and I had to replace them, and that's what I did there. Now coming up here, this is the pole bean palace. This was I got planted actually very early, so these pole beans are coming along nicely. Now over here, I planted more pole bean. This structure is called the Squash Symposium, and the Squash Symposium voted to let the pole bean palace use it for more pole bean. It tends to be a cash crop around these parts. Now the purple hull pea patches are overrun. I mean, I got to get out here. I was actually out here last week and did some work, but this grass is just growing. I need to weed eat real bad. Over here is the Cucumber Consortium. They've leased out 6 barrels for more pole beans, but the rest of them here is the cucumbers, and we'll have a nice crop of cucumbers. Whatever I planted here is not growing, so I'll have to replant those as well. Coming on up here, more tomatoes. These are going to be the heirloom varieties, and you can see down the bottom that there's the basil in there helping keeping those moths away. These are all more bell peppers, and here's eggplant, some more tomatoes, some more bell peppers here, 3 barrels of cabbage. I hope to get 6 heads of cabbage because that'll make me a nice few quarts of some sauerkraut for Mom. She loves sauerkraut on her hot dogs. So this is the update of Bo's Barrel Garden, and with plenty of season to come, and I'm looking forward to harvest in the middle of the summer. So this is Bo saying sayonara from Bo's Greenhouse. Ciao.